Hello there, my name's Keith Smith and I'm Managing Director of The Advertist, and thanks very much for watching this short video about our new business sales platform. Now, generating new clients is always a challenge for companies because the process is always evolving, but whichever method you choose, whether it's direct mail, email, content marketing, social media, influencers, or even the good old telephone, you need to prepare and do your homework, and that's where we come in. Because the Advertist was designed as a solution to all the prep work that new business managers need to do before they begin any campaigns. If winning new business for your company is like being the chef in a restaurant, then research, insight and contact information are like your herbs, oils and spices, and you need to have all your mise en place ready to go in order to turn out beautiful campaigns consistently. Well, the Advertist is your key to 4-star new business because it contains all the elements you need in order to implement an accurate, timely and relevant sales campaign. In this presentation, we're going to examine the main areas of sales prospecting for your agency. Now, traditionally, new business falls into 3 categories. The first category are referrals and recommendations from existing clients. These you will take care of. The second area are prospects that look like your clients, work in similar sectors but don't know you, and traditionally these form part of a keep in touch strategy, content marketing, that kind of thing. And the third area are clients that don't know you and work in sectors you haven't targeted before, and these traditionally form part of your new business growth strategy. The Advertist is a bespoke new business prospecting tool for creative communications agencies. The team behind the Advertist have all worked in new business development, either front of house sales or back of house research and IT, so we know what makes a great new business campaign. Over 60% of the new business role involves preparation, research and data management. The Advertist does all that work for you. We get you to the door, all you have to do is push through it. So let's examine the main areas of the service to see how the Advertist can boost your new business prospecting. So let's examine the main elements of the service so you can see how the Advertist can boost your new business prospecting. Now, before we start, let's just address the aesthetics. The Advertist is a massive SQL database. It's been built and developed over the last 10 years around the core principle of serving up data fast. So we stripped away all the frou-frou and memory hogging bells and whistles to make sure that this is the fastest and most efficient service that you can use. So when you first log on to the service, you're greeted with a dashboard and a front page, as you can see. The front page is your main on-ramp to all the other services, and your journey is driven by the main navigation across the top. And you'll see we've broken down the new business activity into 7 areas. News and current affairs daily, news and current affairs monthly, which is handy if you're looking to approach companies in sectors you choose based on recent announcements that they have made. The database, this will be any company in any sector, regardless of whether they've been in news or not. We've got a database of over 8,000 companies and brands and details of around 37,000 contacts at these companies. People moves, so this will be people that have just recently changed job, which is perfect because it's always an opportunity to reapproach companies and introduce yourself. The data that we gather here is exclusive to the Advertist. We don't buy it, or we don't buy it in or sell it on. It's just for our clients. And all our data is GDPR and CTPS compliant. Tenders. Tenders are always a great indication of massive change within an organization, and the Advertist is the only service that compiles marketing related tenders from over 15 different data sources. Even if a tender isn't relevant to your agency, having knowledge that the prospect is going through the process is always going to help. Mergers and acquisitions. As the name suggests, this is a compilation of our news, but just the stories that relate to crowd and VC funding, startups, spin-outs, MBOs, MBIs, every kind of new tech business you can think of. And finally, lists. Lists is the support service for your main new business campaign, part 3 of new business types. So let's look at each activity and how the Advertist can help you. News and current affairs daily. On the front page, you see 10 new news stories every day, as well as our Twitter feed. And underneath the news are your personalized contact storage areas for saved news and companies, which we'll come to shortly. We monitor thousands of sources daily across 25 sectors, looking for news and information that has a new business angle. These will be stories about new ventures, funding, new product development, launches, scale-ups, new hires, expansions, anything where opportunities may lie for new business. We don't cover the sorts of stories you see in the traditional marketing and advertising press, because that's always past its sell-by date in terms of new business. One click will take you to the company and the contact information and an expanded view of the story. And another click on each name at that company will take you to their individual contact information. Each story can be saved on your personal dashboard on the home page, so you can build up a list of useful news-related new business opportunities. News and current affairs monthly. This process is similar to the first one, but not the same. By clicking on the News tab of the main navigation, you're able to access every news story from the last 3 months. That's 10 per day, 50 a week, 200 a month. Companies and sector database. So let's say you didn't want to identify prospects by their newsworthiness, but maybe had a case study, email DM, or social media campaign to send out. Using our unique AI-driven selection tool, you can identify which sectors are thriving and which sectors are struggling, which is hugely important in a turbulent economy. And this is all made possible by Predictive Black, a fintech company that provides agencies with AI-driven predictive forecasts on sector revenue, costs, and cash, so you can make better business decisions whenever you need to. Simply pick a sector to access the relevant company and contact data, or select all sectors to get a complete view across the entire database. You can choose to prospect for companies by sector or look across the entire database, whatever works best for you. Once you access the data, you can save companies using the tick boxes on the right-hand side, and these will appear in your saved companies folder on your personal dashboard on the home page. Now, while we're here, let's talk about database accuracy. It's a huge deal for all our customers, and the way that we work is unique against any of our competitors because we use humans. We have a small but dedicated staff of data bees who are working the database from all angles all of the time, whether it's from news, people, moves, tenders, by date, or by customer request. It's never not being worked on. Among our clients are business development agencies, and they're testing the data all day, every day. And we encourage them and our marketing agency clients to report any inaccuracies to us via the report data error button. And one of our team will jump right on it. On average, our data falls within a 10 to 12% error rate, which is on par with most DM activity. Now, the fourth area of activity we'll look at is people moves. Through our various validation processes, we pick up notices of people leaving companies or joining new ones, either through the trade news, normal validation, or through LinkedIn. When we do, we make a note of when they started and log it onto the system. This then creates a list of around 50 people moves per week, which is emailed out to you, our clients, every Monday morning. The list is where people have moved to, not what jobs they've left. And this is one of the most effective ways to introduce your business to new prospects. It's important to note that we don't resell the list to anybody, nor do we buy in any data. The information is exclusively for our clients. The fifth area of the system is for tenders. Now, a lot of agencies shy away from tenders because they always tend to be very labor intensive and full of red tape. However, whether or not the tender itself is relevant to your agency, knowing that a huge project is underway and understanding all the secondary and tertiary projects that cascade out of tenders is a huge advantage, and it shows the prospect that you understand their strategy. Our team monitors 15 different tender sites every day on behalf of our clients. Because of the frequency that tenders are added to the European Tender Archive, it's important we stay on top of this to keep everything updated. The sixth area is mergers and acquisitions. This is gold to new business prospectors because wherever there is upheaval, there are opportunities. And this section contains all the upheaval we can find, whether it's a merger, acquisition, VC funding, crowdfunding, spin out, MBO, MBI, or startup. We catalogue all of the news here. This area has become vital to our clients given the explosion of edtech, medtech, fintech, proptech and femtech companies that have come on the scene looking for new ways to disrupt traditional sectors. The seventh area is our lists. Every month, our team finds a list of interest from any one of the 24 different sectors we cover, and we compile it and validate it. These can be as varied as a list of tech companies in Manchester through to leading UK brands or top super brands. Lists are an important third string to your new business campaign and allow you to open up conversations in new areas with new prospects to help build your new business variety and increase your agency's resilience to economic turbulence by remaining agile. Talking of agility, the other highly valuable service we provide to the new business community is our blog, where we keep regular news flow of new business information for the wider public. And finally, in 2020, we launched our very successful podcast called Fuel, which is where we interview key figures in the creative and business world about their new business habits and their opinions on areas of importance to the world of sales growth. So that covers the main areas of the Advertist, and I hope you found it useful. If you think the service is going to be of benefit to your company, then give us a call on 0203 356 3717 or email hello@theadvertist.com for more details on how to grow your new business prospecting. Thanks for watching, and we hope to be able to help you soon. Bye-bye.